Okay, so chapter 5. My true desire equals true happiness. Number 1. What does someone who loves a beautiful person want? According to Socrates, to become happy. Most of the things we want or desire tend to serve this purpose of surviving and leaving offspring. This is what reproductive cells want, not necessarily what I want. So, what is the ultimate desire of all people? In Plato's most widely read work, Symposium, this question is discussed. Towards the end of this book, there is a dialogue between a woman named Diotima and Socrates, and it goes like this. Diotima asks Socrates, what does someone who loves a beautiful person want? Socrates answers, to have the beautiful person as their own. The Diotima poses the next question. For what purpose does one obtain the beautiful person? Socrates responds, to become happy. At this point, Diotima's inquiry ends because asking for what purpose does one become happy no longer makes sense. Seeking a lover, working, studying, taking care of one's health, going on a journey, all of these actions are for the purpose of becoming happy. The ultimate goal of everyone, no matter what they do, is happiness. Next, when Diotima asks if happiness is a desire common to all men, Socrates answers in the affirmative. There shouldn't be anyone who desires to be unhappy. Furthermore, Diotima argues that humans don't just seek happiness, they want to possess the things that make them happy forever. All people seek for happiness to last eternally. Where can you find a person who thinks it's okay for happiness to crumble? If today shines bright due to a date with her, one would wish for this happiness to continue into tomorrow. There probably isn't anyone who would be fine losing their lover or child in an accident or due to illness tomorrow. In this dialogue, Plato argued that eternal happiness is the ultimate goal shared by all, the ultimate purpose of life. So, where does this true happiness reside? Let's continue the search for happiness. 2. Because you don't understand why you have to endure the suffering, you suffer. Why is it that while our material wealth may increase, our inner happiness often remains stagnant? In many situations, without understanding the cause, or if we misinterpret it, we cannot find the right solution. When it comes to treating an illness, the first step is often to accurately identify its cause. For instance, among the millions of Japanese who suffer from lower back pain, the causes can vary greatly. Some might have issues with their spine, while others might be experiencing pain due to kidney or urinary stones. There are also cases caused by psychological stress. Unless the diagnosis is accurate, the patient's pain cannot be relieved. To achieve good health, it's essential to pinpoint the root cause of an ailment and then eliminate it. So, why do we suffer one hardship after another while seeking happiness? Only by identifying the cause can we open the door to a truly satisfying life. What then is the cause of our suffering? Because there is that person next door. Because I have a chronic illness. Because I have a low salary. Because my boss doesn't understand my situation. Because my subordinates don't listen to me. Because my husband doesn't help. Because my wife's love is insufficient. There can be countless reasons, but do these truly cause our suffering? Nietzsche, On the Genealogy of Morality, argued that the fundamental cause of suffering is not understanding the meaning behind our suffering. What humans find most unbearable is not understanding why they must endure certain things. The lack of a clear purpose for our struggles can afflict us mentally and physically. On the contrary, if there is a clear purpose, we can endure even the most difficult work, study, or training. Nietzsche stated, he desired suffering even if he will seek it out, provided he is shown a meaning for it, a purpose of suffering. Okay, very good. Up to here for today. I think it's very self-explanatory, but because usually we go through life out of the sheer force of habit, we don't necessarily ask like why we live, why we are living. We just live by habit. So unconsciously, we are looking for happiness, but we don't recognize that actually that's what I want from every activity we engage in. So if that happiness crumbles, then maybe we are deceiving ourselves, because while looking for happiness, we end up with suffering. And so what is the meaning behind the hardships we go through? So that's, once we find that meaning, we can endure any hardship and accomplish any goal, any happiness, so that we can find this joy of being alive, to feel that I'm so glad that I'm here. And I'm so glad that everybody else is here too, because without them, I couldn't be here. So good job for practicing together. Today is Wednesday. We're going to have Karma Lab at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and also advanced group session hosted by Anoop at 8 p.m. on Zoom. And have a wonderful hump day, everyone, and the first day of spring. Bye.
Thank you, Bia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.